Architectural Builders Supply is pleased to present you with this recording of the technical question that is listed in the title of this video.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
Thank you. Just wanted to double check before I place that order. The SPU 1025. There was the one that you sent over was for a 2 3/4 inch thick door. I was wondering, do they make them any longer, or is that the longest one we can get?
Oh no, we've got them longer.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
Okay. Yeah, because if we could get one for a 3-inch door, that would help us out more. We could make a 2 3/4 work, but 3 is preferred.
Yeah, that's no problem. I mean, if you got a 3-inch thick door, then yeah, we stock those. The same root part number, just with a different suffix, basically.
Okay. Then yeah, we'll take 2 of those then, and I assume when you send the PO over for that, the parts number and the price and everything, that also includes the the necessary set screw that comes with it. No,
don't assume anything.
Okay.
So that was part of the conversation. Is a single cone head bolt like this what you want? Is it the best thing? It's very common, but there's other mounting types to consider. So an SP1025 is a 1/4-20. That's a single cone head. You're for sure, if you use that, you'd for sure need 1 set screw. You can take the same concept and go to a 5/16 diameter. You can take the same concept and go with a double cone head, where it's just like it sounds. You could also do something else where you might use a spanner style, where you've got a you've got a bolt that has left-hand threads on one side and right-hand threads on the other, and then you use a spanner wrench to thread the 2 pull handles together. So in the world of how to bolt something custom, your custom pulls back to back, this is pretty common, but it may not be the best thing to have, or it might be perfect.
My one question I do have for you, what's the, I guess, differences or advantages between a single cone head and a double cone head? Is it just more like the integrity of the attachment method, or what's the difference?
Yeah, it's more secure. You've got two counterboard set screws holding it together, and your application may not require that, but something like, I've got a guy in Chicago, he's got an Irish bar, a Greek guy who owns an Irish bar, and he's always ordering bolts. It's because the clients are walking out of there at 2 a.m, swinging at it like they're doing gymnastics. And your application might be residential. Like, man, no one's going to abuse the hardware like that. So anything that's going to be moderate use or above, we've really got to think about the securing points. And if it's abusive, like think of the front door of the Greyhound bus station, you're going to need everything that you're going to need the most robust mounting style. As beefy as you can get. Yeah.
Okay, so because the one that you provided for us on the 2 3/4, that was a 1/4 inch or 5/16?
Quarter 20 is what it is.
So I think I think just not that we're going to see a ton of use. It is the front door to a commercial office, but it's a very small office, so it's not going to see like a ton of like daily traffic, like 10 people a day or something. Nothing crazy. But it is a very large door, so I'm just worried. I would want to be more stout from like the double cone head and like a 5/16 instead of a 1/4 inch, just because it is a 10-foot tall door, so it's a big boy.
Yeah, a lot of mass to get moved into motion, moving into motion. There's no doubt. I do have them in stock at a 5/16 diameter as well.
Okay, on the 3-inch length?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, I think if you want to put together an order for us on that one that we can fill out for you, we'll do 2 of the 5/16 at 3-inch door thickness on the double cone head screws, and then we'll take all of the necessary set screws that come with it, or that we need to buy with it, which I assume would be 4.
That is correct. Give me a couple of moments and I'll have it emailed to you.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks, Rich. I appreciate it, and we'll get that ordered from you sometime next week when I'm back at my desk.
Awesome, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Architectural Builders Supply hopes you have enjoyed this program. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. All right, let's talk about these other mounting methods. And an easy way to go about doing this is we'll type. Actually, let's do this. Let's take a look at Rockwood. Let's take a look at SP1025. So here's the bolt, 1/4-20, single cone head. When you scroll down, you're going to see a table of other typical common bolts that go along with this. And what's nice about that is you'll immediately be able to find out the 5/16 diameter single cone head. Well, that's an SP1056. The client wanted a double cone head bolt. Well, it's the SP1052. And we can click on that, and we can fire up that bolt. And you're going to be able to see, and I know that I'm loading something here, so bear with me. There we go. So you're going to be able to see the SP1052, and we have it listed here in actually lots of different lengths. So I'd like to point out is that it's a 2 1/4 inch thread for an 1 3/4 thick door, so be careful of that. Meaning, customers will sometimes call us and say, I need the length of the bolt to be X. Well, what do you mean, the overall length or the threaded length? So we put the threaded length here because that's important. So this has a 2 1/4 inch thread for an 1 3/4 thick door because the rule is that the thread length from the other side of the shoulder to the end of the threaded component is a 1/2 inch longer. What the length of the cone head, or double cone head in this case, is, we don't record that. We're assuming that it's not important, or it's proven to be to date not very important. Now, when you click on here, beyond the table, and by the way, these are the set screws, the SP1026. And when we click on that, you'll be able to see more information about it, the image of what it looks like. And there are two different set screws. They've got the standard, which is the SP1026, and then the SP1065, and admittedly, I don't have memorized what it's used for, but it's certainly going to be used for smaller diameter items. And specifically, they're saying, well, they're really not specifically saying what it's used for, but my guess is that it's going to be used for very small post mount items where you don't have a great diameter of handle to be able to set a set screw in, like stuff that you'd see post mount, small handles that can be mounted back to back that you'd see more in cabinetry. All right, so under any of these items, there's going to be a link to the manufacturer's page. And when you click on that, you're going to be able to pull up that link to the manufacturer's page. Now, on this page, there's going to be a document called Mounting Kit Parts Master Table. And when you click on that, it's a 20-page document that lists all of the Rockwood part numbers and tells you what is permissible to do on here. And I had just mentioned the small mount post. You've got the RM710. It'll take a very small 832 screw. Well, it could very likely be that, I meant to say the RM1210 with the 5S. That may use the shorter set screw. If I was going to guess, I'd say that it does. The point is this client's asking, the original email was asking for what's the best mount type for a custom-made pole. Well, hard to say. And when you scroll through this document, you'll start to find the different mounting types and what the client's inherently, the Type 5S, this could be where that small set screw goes. But as you scroll through here, you're going to get to the listing of all of the bolts, all of the screws, all of the different items that are directly related to the mounting types. through bolt. This would be a type 1. You see a whole series of them there in the description. We're in the back-to-back. Okay, well, the SP1025, SP1052, the set screws. I had mentioned the spanner style. A left-right bolt, that's only going to be 3/8, and you have these washers that will go underneath the pull handle itself and the face of the door. So what I'm trying to say with that is, here's our door. Ignore the fact that this isn't continuous. It should be, obviously. So when you have a spanner style, the handle will be D-shaped, like this, or whatever. The spanner collar goes here. That left-right bolt type, ignore the fact that I've drawn it this way. It's just meant to be a separator. You've got left threads here, you've got right threads here, then you'll have another spanner washer, and then your other D-shaped pull. When you if you notice, there's a tiny little black dot, a tiny little circle dot there. That's where you insert a spanner wrench into, and then you rotate one side and you rotate the other side so as to equally balance these on that left-right thread. That's a very robust mounting style, and in fact, it's what you see on the heaviest or the greatest diameter pulls. They'll use that 3/8. So if you want something super heavy duty, the spanner style would certainly be the way to go. But if you're going to custom make pulls, be mindful. You're going to need right-hand threads in one pull on one side of the door and left-hand threads in the other. So your tapping is going to require a different, the opposite tap. Surface concealed here. Washers for a variety of requirements. Decorative through bolt for glass doors. More back-to-back for glass doors. Washers, some screws. More screws, sex bolts, or the female half of the sex bolt. More screws, machine screws. More information. You can buy the kits, the mounting kits, as exactly that, a kit. So if you know you wanted to do a Type 5, you'll order a Kit 5. Well, for this client, I think he ordered a Type 17 HD. Yeah, I was... no, a Kit 17. 2 each quarter 20 double cone head bolts and 4 set screws. So I sold him the 2 SP1052, I think is what it was. Yeah, 1052, and 4 set screws. I could have entered an order for just 2 Kit 17s. That works the same way, because it is the same way. More information. So the purpose of this video is to show you where that master document is, allowing you to get more information about this. Thank you very much. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.